Jack, we return back to Bolton on December the 7th. We have an opponent, Sam Amidi. But obviously, it's an important fight for you, isn't it, mate? This is to get back to winning ways and get your confidence up for I supposedly what's going to be a big 2020 for you again.
Yeah, it's an important fight because I just want to get back in and I want to get back winning because I never sit round too long anyway, not training, doing nothing. But I didn't want to be sat around over Christmas thinking I lost my last fight and just sat around dwelling on it. I'm not dwelling on it too much anyway, but I just want to get back to, you know.
But what were your initial thoughts? I spoke to you on the night, and obviously you were really down. You just lost your English title in a very scrappy fight, but a fight that probably not down to you in being scrappy. I think that's just the way Harry Scarf fights, you know, as he proved against Anthony Fowler a few weeks ago. What was your take on the fight?
To be fair, obviously boxing's opinions in it, and I thought I won the fight, to be fair, but I thought I'd done enough in that fight. But it is what it is. There's no point sitting here and going, "Oh, I should have won the fight." That's in the past now. That's spilt milk in it, and I want to just carry on and, in a way, forget that and just move on. And you know, if that fight comes up again with a rematch, and we'll see what happens with that. But for now, I just want to. There's too many fighters in the light middleweight division for me sat around more and thinking, "Oh, I've lost the fight, I'm done." So I'm just carrying on.
Because it's fair to say, very rarely you're in a boring fight.
Yeah.
You know, you're renowned for excitement, and obviously the fight with Harry wasn't. And it was sad because, you know, it should have been great exposure for you, because that was going to be the first time on terrestrial TV for you. It's on Channel 5. Where do you want to go now? I mean, like you say, you're not over keen. If it came up again, you know, a chance to fight for your old English title, I suppose you'd take it. But what other fights out there that really intrigued you? The Ted Cheeseman fight was mentioned to you just before that fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, that I mentioned before. I boxed Scarf, so yeah, that's what I mean. I want to be on big shows and fighting big fights and in title fights again next year. So if fights like that come up, I'll be taking them. That's all I'm really interested in now.
Well, there is quite a few big fights, yeah. Because obviously Ted Cheeseman seems to have been frozen out a little bit of the picture, because they're all talking with Scott Fitzgerald against Anthony Fowler, isn't there?
Yeah.
And Cheeseman doesn't seem to be in that equation, so maybe he's got to look for getting a win elsewhere to get him back in there. So that could be a possible fight. But also there's a possible fact of the rematch maybe with Troy Williamson. Now,
yeah.
How would that excite you?
That's what I mean. These fights there with him, these fights with Scarf, these fights with, like you said, with Cheeseman. The division's booming and it's packed. So all them fights there, if you actually get the offer, which I'm not actually.
Well, now you've got that one loss on your record.
Yeah.
Maybe that does open doors, because it's just happened for young Marcel Braithwaite, who's going to be fighting for the British title against Sonny Edwards, and you know, only 2 fights ago, you know, he lost to
exactly.
Brett Fido.
A lot of people get beaten and you sit there dwelling on it. You see some people that get beaten and they don't even train for months. Some people retire. I think I looked on BoxRec, and I think the last few people that have lost their English title at my weight have like stopped or retired or whatever, for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because they've lost, and I just think like it's boxing, and you just gotta get on with it.
Do you think it's just giving you more drive for going forward and you know, taste of success that you've had? You want more of it now?
Yeah, exactly. I don't really need motivation, but it's like I've had the taste of what that was like to win the English title and to win a title and have them 10 rounders and stuff like that, and that's what I enjoyed. So I don't really want to be
going backwards,
going too far back from that now. And it's like I watched boxing last weekend, and John Ryder's a good example of, you know, having lost the fight,
yeah,
and then his fight for a world title and pushing like one of the best super middleweights in the world, like all the way. So I'm positive about everything now.
Was it anything in the preparation for your last fight that perhaps wasn't perfect that you've learned from, and you can going forward say, well, that's where I need to make a slight change here or there?
No, I don't think. I think at last time we had a good camp and we had a good game plan, and a lot of people have said you should have done this, should have done that, but that was my game plan and I stuck to it. And
well, were you happy with the fact that you showed a different side to you?
Yeah,
because
exactly,
you know you're normally a very come forward, front foot fighter, and there you chose to box on your back foot and showed something that perhaps in the previous 16 fights you'd never shown before.
Yeah, I think I've never actually shown. I've always known that I can box on back foot and I can do that, but I don't think anyone thought that I could, because I haven't ever shown it. And
would you feel then now this is the time where you'll incorporate a little bit of both? The fighting that you do so well, and also bringing that into fight when you want to fight, rather than just fighting the whole of the 10 rounds or whatever the distance is.
I think you just got to get that happy medium, and maybe sometimes I were a bit too negative in that fight, but you just got to try and adapt to your opponent.
So even though it was a loss, you feel it was a lesson learned more than a loss?
Yeah, I'm positive about that. Like I say, I do think I won, but I'm not going to sit in for a loss. But it's all learning. I'm still only 25 and I've still got plenty of time. And
very young, really.
The division's busy, so there's not really anything to be negative about and sit here moping about. I've got like a really good team and I'm in a good gym and in a good place, and I didn't have a war from the last fight, so it weren't like I was battered. And to be fair, if I got offered a big fight after that, I'd have won. I didn't know to take that, but obviously I didn't. So, but after the Morris fight, which I did win, I was battered, my face was bruised up, and I couldn't take the next fight. So it's all positive. Yeah.
So like I say, it's bright going forward then, eh, mate?
Yeah, it was in
a good 2020.
Yeah.
And the beginning of that journey again starts on December the 7th.
Yeah.
And like I say, Sam O'Meady at the Bolton, favourite place of yours now.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get that win number 16, mate.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Alright, Jack. Look forward to seeing you next week then.
Cheers, Lee.
See you then. Bye.